right, you know what time it is. It's time for a Kia Rio oil change. Woohoo! So, this isn't just my dance partner. It's what I'm going to fill up to 4 quarts with my oil. Then I know exactly when I'm done with my oil, when I'm done letting everything out. I'll just pour it in there with no worries, knowing I'm putting exactly 4 quarts in there because that's the oil capacity. All right, but I'm not going to fill this up quite yet. So I've already introduced my oil. So this is OW20, SAE OW20. And I'll give you a little information on this. You may ask yourself, do I need conventional or do I need full synthetic? Well, seeing that the recommended oil is OW20, people will tell you a bunch of other stuff. On the cap, it says OW20. So what do you think I put in there? OW20. Yeah, it's a pretty thin oil, but that's how you get this awesome fuel mileage, and that's what they recommend. And one thing you want to look on the back is for I don't know if you can see this somewhere in here. Okay, you want it to say SN plus. All right. So I was saving this page here. All right. Of course, they're going to push sort of their product, but something you want it to say here is SN plus. You see right there. SN plus, full synthetic API, SN plus, SP, or that other stuff. Of course, they'll tell you some Kia stuff, but trust me, it's good stuff. And like I said, they don't make OW20 in a conventional oil. So, and just like these oil changes are on the Kia website, whatever, used to be Uconnect or whatever, it says 8,000 miles. I had a Volkswagen. It was recommended every 10,000 miles. So they're doing pretty good at 8. I mean, you can do it at 6, 5, whatever you want to spend the money on. All right. And if you're wondering where the lift point is, I'm going to show you in the book. Let's see what we got. See that? Now, look on the drawing. You see them little triangular things there? Yeah, that's sort of the lift point areas. So there's a little pinch weld there, and I'll get more into that in a little bit. All right, so we got the book, we got the right kind of oil. All right, let's set this down here. Now, you get these on Amazon pretty cheap. Like most of these things, I'll give you a little link to them, and I always try to get the cheapest stuff that's good. So I won't steer you wrong. There's like 200 here. I have enough of these oil changes. You write down the date, the miles, when your next service is due. Slap it up on the window, just like Walmart or whoever does your oil, whatever. So, this little handy dandy thing here, it's double, right? So what I do is I got the one for the oil, all right, and then I got one for the filter. So yeah, so the bolt. So this will take care of both in one while I'm down there, so I'm not looking for stuff. You'll need a pair of needle nose pliers, and that's because this filter, it's a cartridge filter, and the 20. You're probably curious about that. Yeah, the 2022 is a paper filter. So you got this little thing that you're going to be grabbing, pulling out. It's like a little key, like almost like a plastic Carter key. Pull that out, then you pinch it up, and then you turn it, and then oil will drain out the filter. And I'm sweating. It's hot in here. And show you your little, you have a paper filter and you have a rubber gasket, you'll be replacing that. And you will have a crush ring. That'll be for your oil bolt right there. There's a key, there's a little gas. We'll get to that. All right. And I have a clear oil pan, but I also have a big one that's easier to pour. It's solid, but I'm going to get a little bit of oil in this just so I can see what the oil looks like. I've recommended that to you as well. So let's get to jacking this baby up. All right. So I'm a big guy. This thing's going to have to be lifted off the ground a little bit, but I ain't got to get this big gut under there. You know what I'm saying? So I would recommend you get these little rubber things. All right. I'll show you. There's the jack stand. Okay, you can kind of tell how that's rounded, but that's going to shove on the top of there. Okay. And all right, set this aside here. This jack I got from Harbor Freight. People say, oh, Harbor Freight. You know what? I don't get underneath a vehicle without a jack stand. So I happen to like this jack stand, and I happen to love this jack. So let's put a little light on the subject here. Boom. All right. I kind of got it where it needs to be here. I'm going to drop this down a little bit. All right. Sorry there. All right. So I've got that. That's a big pinch weld right there. I'm going to get this as close as I can. Okay. All right. Lower a little bit. I'm going to bring it up one more jack. There we go. Now, I feel safe. As that comes down, I'm going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? All right. As you can see, the mileage, 7,942. All right. I'm going to pop this the hood. All right. All right. See that little lever? That's what you pop. It's up. And it's at an angle, and that's all right. The way the oil pan is in this angle is actually perfect for draining the oil. All right, let's show you where the everything is. All right. So here's the front of the car. There's the radiator. All right. Literally, there's this little thing here. Don't take up my room. And there's there's the oil filter right there. Literally. First thing you run into behind the radiator. All right. And then see where my fancy wrench is hanging? That's the oil pan. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. Yeah, let me give you some crazy angles here. So what we can do for your viewing pleasure. And you get my heavy breathing. Might have something to do with my good shape I'm in, my cardio. All right, let's see what we can do here. Yep, already loosened it. Easy. All right. Let's see how good I am at trying to hold a phone and record and do all this. Let's see. By the way, I do wear glasses, but they're not on me right now. If I just get this to drip out a little bit. Oh, look at that angle. Hey, look. I got a little on myself. All right. Definitely looks dark, but you know, it's got a black background. Come on. All right. Let's let that drain. All right. All right. One thing I should have mentioned is you can always loosen up the dipstick. Now, watch these wires. In my Rio, this wire kind of hangs right by the dipstick, and you don't want to pull on that. So, I mean, you can loosen the cap a little bit, and then you can pull on that, loosen that up a little bit. But yeah. I determined it did not come with a crush ring, but I will be applying one. So here is my bolt. Here is my crush ring. And boom, it's got one. But I did not see one on the oil thing, so tank. So I'll be putting that on there, and we'll go right to it. All right. So, yeah, I drained that into my other pan right there. And I looked through it, and obviously I looked for metal stuff like that. So, all right. I'm gonna try to get this a little bit further down there so you can see what's going on here. Now, all right. You see, that looks to me like it's pretty flush. So I'm putting mine down on there, and then obviously I'll tighten it up. So have to hit my little switch here. I like to put mine pretty tight. Like I said, since this is short, you ain't got to worry so much about torquing it as bad. I mean, I still like tighten stuff up, but you know. All right, so that is done. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. All right, I repositioned myself a little bit. Okay, so I gotta take this key thing off first. Pull it out. Got my needle nose pliers. Is this my pair? Oh yeah, that's probably where the I think maybe my edges broke on it a little bit. No, maybe not. This might be one of my good pairs. I don't know. All right. Okay. You know what? I'll probably just grab my finger. I think I got it far enough out. Oh, there we go. All right. So, like I said, we've got a spare with our kit, but it's not magnetic. I'll just kind of throw it on the ground over there. All right. Now, we're hoping that we can turn this. Hold the phone. All right. I'm going to turn it left. All right. It should be right there. Okay. Not straining out yet. I'm gonna pull my phone back a little bit. See, I don't even call it a camera. I'm using my phone. All right. Some YouTubers like call it their. There we go. All right. So what that does basically is it's draining the filter out. You know, I think these things are a pain in the butt. I don't know what you think. Volkswagen does it right. They put the filters on top, and it makes it so much easier, especially for big guys like me. Like I said, it's. Oh, remember me telling you about the pan over there? See how well, never mind. But it did drain. That's the right way. All right. So I'm going to put this key over here on the ground. I'll let that drain out for a minute. All right. Well, you all have to excuse me. I thought I had the 15th, 16th on there, but I actually had a 13th, 15 on there. So here's my 15, 16. And like I said, I think somewhere online, one of the years, they said 24. Me personally, I like the 15, 16s. I think it has less place. So let's see if we can get this filter off. Gotta love this thing. Like I said, throw it in a drawer, mark it for the Kia Rio. Let's see here. Here we go. It's like docking. Yeah, I'm getting oil on my hand. Some people try to stay clean. I don't even know what that means. I can't eat. I can't do nothing and stay clean. Let's see here. Well, see if I can. You know what? I'm going to lay this down for a minute. I don't know if it's catching it on video. I got to loosen it up. There we go. Two things happen there. Let's see here. I know I loosened it. Now. Man, the Mexicans weren't playing when they made this thing, put it together. Yeah, the Kia Rio. Technology, Koreans, assembled in Mexico. Hey, that warranty's good. That's all I can say. All right, let's take this off. Let's see if I can man strength this now. All right. I can literally. Let's see right here. Oh yeah, man. Let's see what we got. We're draining this puppy. Let's look up in there. See what we got here. Oh, so pretty. All right. Two things I want to check as soon as I get this thing on the ground. All right, let's look at this puppy. Let's look at this thing. All right. One thing you want to take note is where that rubber gasket thing is. And right there, 1, 2, 3 up. And let's see what we got here. We got some kind of certification things on there, but I don't see the word Kia. And I don't see the word Hyundai anywhere on there. So, all right, let's pull this bad boy out and see what it looks like on the other side. There's black over there. And that's what it looks like over there. And if I know anything better, which I was trying to get one of these filters. I got it. I think that filter is a little, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see here in a minute. All right. So the one on the left is the one that was in there, and it looked like it was ready to come out. Like I said, it looks worse than what it is. You can see on the side, obviously, that's 8,000 mile. Well, not quite 8,000 mile of oil. The good thing is there's no signs of metal being in there, and that's always good. So, all right. So I'll be putting this filter in there, and obviously the pin locks down on the filter somehow. No clue. Anyways, let's put this in there. All right. So I see the little hole where I want this. So I'm going to feed this down. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I got locked in good now. Boom. Now, there we go. All right. So I figured out the best way to put this thing on. I gotta admit, I'm not very familiar with these things, but once you figure it out, it's not so bad. All right, it's in there pretty steadily there. All right, so now I'm gonna take that off. Put some oil on that, by the way. All right, now I'm gonna fill this up to 4 quarts because I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in that oil cap before I put it on. Now, see if I can get this cap off. So, clean this up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I don't. You know what? Might be better off leave good enough alone with that. We'll go ahead and put it in 4 quarts. So, try to let you see it. By the way, I did make sure this was cleaned out before I started putting anything in there. Almost there. Now, like I said, the booklet says exactly 4 quarts. So we'll put exactly 4 quarts. A little bit there. Oh. Now, this thing's approximate, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. But let's see what we got left in here. You know what? Let's see here. I'm going to say we got about, that's quarts. It's a little tilty here. Right about 1 quart left. So, pretty good. So now, when I go to put this in here, I'm not going to put that much. But I see a lot of people doing it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, I'm going to go ahead. My hands are all oily. All right. So, bottoms up. I ain't gonna get too crazy now. Whoa! Oh. I guess I got a little too crazy. All right. So, we will clean this mess up a little bit. Now, no use crying over spilled oil. I got a whole nother quart left over there. But by looking at it, I didn't lose that much. So, as you can see, there's still almost 4 quarts in there. Got some in here. Obviously, I'm going to wipe this up. I'll make sure well, I guess we'll make some of the other YouTubers happy. I got plenty of oil in here. All right. Meet me down there. Obviously, I don't know if I'm going to have this lined up right. I'm going to go to stuff here and see what happens. Obviously, certain vehicles
like my Volkswagen, you would not have been able to put any oil in it because, you know, it's upside down. So if you try to put a little oil in there, it just simply pour in the ground. Oh, there we go. Oh, Shoo. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, with these oil prices, a man should not waste any oil. Let's see if I pick that up. All right. All right. I got her started, so we'll go ahead and tighten this up. Like I said, I've got it. Mine, I use 15/16. You just tighten it up till it hits the plastic. You know, there is no torque. You see it when it hits. I mean, that you're tight. Okay. You try to go any more than that, something is definitely liable to break. You don't want that at all. So, keys in. You know, will it pop out? I hope not. That's in there pretty tight. All right, I'm going to wipe this up a little bit and go to our next move. All right, so I wiped that up a little bit. Keys in it. That should be plenty tight. We got the crush ring on there. It's a good time to, you know, check your little boots and all kinds of stuff when you're down here. Make sure anything's loose or leaking. Yeah. That's your transmission, by the way, right here. It's got a yellow sticker on it. Front wheel drive trannies. That's about when I stop messing around with transmissions, folks.
All right. I already moved the one jack stand. And now I'm going to lower this. Oh, so slowly. By the way, this is a low profile, which is nice. Make sure, no, that ain't oil leaks. There's still water on the ground from earlier. So, oil pan out of the way. Got everything tightened up. And we'll slowly lower this. Slowly. There we go. Slowly. Come on. You know, slow. All right. Pull that back. Check our welds. I see where somebody's. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, there you go. Let's try a little light on the subject. Nope. Good job, Kia. Man, there nothing been up. I could show you an Equinox where this stuff is ate all the hell. But you know what? They put a lot of coating. Look at this. Look at that coating. That's not rust. That's just a little dirt. But they coat the hell out of this. And inside of the walls there, that's coating in there. Rust prevention. Like I say, good job, Kia. All right, let's put some oil in it. All right. So, tell you what, I give all the credit in the world to people that record these videos because I had already had these loosened. I didn't realize how much it was to try to record, do things. And remember, this is the first time I've changed oil on a Kia Rio. I've got 2 of them, so I got another one coming up. So the next time should be a lot easier. And I noticed there was no other videos. Oh, actually, I'll keep that on there. All right. So, actually, I could have kept that on. I should take that off the air. So, So I got the dipstick off. That should help with the flow. I'm not trying to, oh, anyways, yeah, trying to record these videos with a phone, doing something the first time, was much more difficult than what I expected. Plus, this garage is pretty hot today. And I would have opened the door, but I'm a fanatic about dust, and that's why I don't like to do oil changes outside. I mean, I've done them, but you know, this is a warranty oil change, so I've got it recorded that I've done it, and you know, it's good to keep track. I'll be writing all this stuff down in my book, plus I got it recorded. I don't really know how fast I can pour this, but I'll tell you what, it's a hell of a lot better than using a funnel. Pours to the last drop. So then obviously we'll check for leaks when I'm done. As long as I've had some of that stuff off, there should be plenty of oil drained. Alright. You know what? It don't really leave as much in that funnel tip as what I thought it would. So, beautiful. Alright, so I'll put the cap on that. Put this up here. Boom. Too bad. Alright. It clicks. I like the ones that click. The fuel one does too. So you ain't worrying about cracking it and all that stuff. Alright, that's on. My little rag here kind of wipe everything out. You know what? Yeah. That is that fancy look stuff. Sound sports cars. Pretty. All right. So, my fat butt did the oil change. Now all I gotta do is find the keys. Start this thing up. Oh. I'm sorry. I was blocking the view. All right. So, by the way, Goonies never say die. I don't give up. I just keep trying. All right. So, I'll be starting this up in a minute, but we'll come out here, give you a quick preview. Well, what's next? There's the gray one. Might look silver with this thing here, but what a beautiful day, huh? Yeah. Boom. Oil change done. Her average is 41.6. She's had this thing as high as 52. I've had mine as high as averaging 53. But obviously, if you idle it more, the average miles per gallon will go down. So, but it's nothing for us to have 45, 46, and they rate these at 41. So these are excellent cars on gas mileage. All right. Today's date is 6/12/22. So I changed the oil, changed oil and filter, and I'm gonna be doing the cabin filter too. Performed by, I just put owner. Sorry, right, it's terrible. The cost, I'll figure that out later. Anyways, you get the gist of that. So we'll go ahead and knock out that oil or cabin filter real quick. All right. I would imagine to take these off. I see they kind of like turn. Yeah, that's easy. Them just kind of turn, come out. Put that on the ground. There we go. All right. And of course, everything drops out. Put a little light on the subject. Boom. All right. That's weird. Focus. Looks like that pinches. That pinches. And boom. There's the filter. And of course, it'll probably look fairly clean. Now, at first glance, it does look pretty clean, but this is originally a white filter. As you can see, all that crap. Some kind of a bug, moss. Anyway, yeah, you don't want to breathe that stuff. So, and me personally, I like the carbon filters. That's why this is grayish. So, let me get this out of the box and I'll shove her in here. Hold on one second. All right. So, this one, you can see it says airflow down, and this one has, see, airflow down. Obviously, it comes from outside the car into the car. And by the way, if you want to keep critters from entering, I believe you can hit the recirculate before you shut off your car, and that keeps it a closed system. I ain't 100%, but that's what I've heard. But there's something in there to close, and it just recirculates the inside. If you've ever had squirrels or mice or anything make a nest in these things. All right, so simply just shove that right back in there. Easy peasy, right? And then that clips, boom. I mean, I literally did that in one hand. All right, now I just gotta lift up this and get rid of this nasty filter. Remember, that's just after 8,000 miles, folks. All right, I'll lift this up and I'll throw them plastic things back in there. Everything will be great. Obviously, it's not keeping good focus, but you can see it's just about at full right there. There's pretty much at full. All right. I said it. Pretty blurry. I ain't got a good camera. There you go. All right. Well, the next oil change would be like the 16,000 mile oil change, but I'm going to go ahead and make it the 15,000, and then I'll guess about 6 months from now, because they do like 1 year, 8,000 miles. Kia does, so we'll go ahead and go with what I'm thinking. So I ain't using the first one because I got a little bit of sticky stuff on it. Anyways, you know what? I was gonna write 31. Oh well, 1201, 22, 15,000 mile. That's what I'll put in the window. So I put up in the window. Next service due. It's out of the way, so it kind of makes it nice. So there we go. All right, I guess I look over there. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. And like I said, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And most of the stuff that I use will be in the description. And stay tuned for my next video. I may be going over tools. Have a good one. Thank you very much.